Welcome to Grandia. The footage you'll be seeing in this video is taken directly from a Sega Saturn, which hosts the original version of the game. I streamed the entire game on my Twitch channel, so if you're interested, the link is in the description. Grandia was originally released in 1997 in Japan, nearly 2 years before its English release on the PlayStation in 1999. The PlayStation version is well known to be subpar from a technical standpoint when compared to the Sega Saturn version. Interestingly, the same pattern would be repeated for the sequel, where Grandia 2 for Sega Dreamcast would remain superior to its PlayStation 2 port. The first game has also recently been ported to the Nintendo Switch and PC if you want to play the game in HD. In Grandia, you play the role of adventurer Justin, and you want to follow in your father's footsteps in discovering new parts of the world, since he disappeared some years ago. After an encounter with a holographic being and with a piece of the Spirit Stone in his hands, Justin decides he cannot stay at home with his mother anymore, and so he leaves in search of a faraway city called Elent with his good friend Sue. Pour into the mix an ancient civilization with advanced technology, an army heading in the same direction as the protagonist, and party members that come and go throughout the adventure, and you have your pretty standard JRPG. However, battles in Grandia are not initiated through random encounters. Rather, the enemies are visible on the world map, thus letting you avoid them if you want. While this format is usually preferred by, I believe, a majority of people that play JRPGs, that's not what made Grandia stand out. What distinguishes Grandia from other JRPGs of its time is its battle system. Back in its day, it was pretty unique, and even today in 2021, I find the system to be underused. Some more recent games have used similar systems, such as Radiant Historia for DS or 3DS, but I haven't seen it in many games. During battles, you have some sort of timeline in the bottom right corner of the screen. The protagonists and enemies' faces move along this line from left to right, letting you know when your turn to attack comes next. Once you can issue a command such as attack, special attack, item, critical, or block, for example, there's still some time to be spent between the command and its execution. And so, you can be cancelled before the attack is executed. Yup, that's what it's called. Some attacks will push your little face backwards in the timeline, preventing you from effectively carrying out the action that you had already chosen for your character. Likewise, some attacks will push back the enemy's little face on the timeline, preventing them from attacking. It's a neat little system that can let you plan to better affect your battle strategies. Then again, you can also just put the battles in automatic mode if you feel confident, and your characters will do things of their own free AI. JRPGs with different party members joining you on your adventure are commonplace since, I don't know, Dragon Quest II. And having to make a choice of who you'll bring out to battle and who you'll leave behind is a standard that pretty much every game uses. What's both cool and annoying about Grandia is the game forces you to rotate out characters non-stop until the very end of the game. Instead of just having new party members join constantly, party members you would be unlikely to use because you got used to your party already, you never have extra characters in Grandia because the story keeps making them leave and bringing new ones in. Sometimes bringing back old ones at a later time. It can be annoying because characters you loved end up leaving, but it's cool because you then find yourself using characters you might have never even tried otherwise. I wish more JRPGs used Grandia's rotation of character system. Sorry, Red 13. Apparently, you're not good enough for Final Fantasy VII. Grandia is fairly linear, with new areas opening up on the map as the game progresses. The different areas / dungeons you can traverse can be pretty expansive though, and Grandia is not an easy game. It's not hard by any means, but you definitely won't be able to just plow through hordes of enemies constantly. Save points that fully heal your party will be lifesavers in many cases. Leveling up also feels extremely slow in this game. One of the game's main flaws, I'd say, is the limited inventory. That's always a pain in classic games, and in Grandia it's definitely felt. Your characters can only hold so many items at once, and you'll often find yourself filled to the brim with stock, forcing you to throw away stuff when a battle gives you yet another cure item, or the same helmet for the 4th time. Thankfully, bags with infinite space exist near some save points, and you can dump whatever you want in there, including storage essential items that just clog up your pockets. Grandia is a long game. Count at least 50 hours before you can finish it. What this means, however, is that the opportunity to develop the characters is not wasted. The dialogue is top-notch and often comedic, which means that some things have not aged well, but overall, there's a lot to love about what's presented here. Justin and Fina's developing relationship throughout the game is sweet, and even secondary characters such as Mulin and Rin/Lean have redemption arcs that make us care for them, and it brings them out of the cliched bad guy scenarios. Sure, tropes are also common in the game, but Grandia's constant reliance on humor and funny dialogue really makes it stand out, and it can even be a tearjerker at some points. Otherwise, the music is hit or miss. I can't say I've been blown away by the soundtrack, but some tunes are still really good. To conclude, I'd say that Grandia is a worthy JRPG to play if you have the time to spare. The battles can feel a little long at times, but their originality, the story, the colorful world, the characters, and their relationships make Grandia a worthy classic to play today. My final rating for this game is 8 because I'm an adventurer! Excuses out of 10.